Hello and welcome to this first episode of... Actually, I don't know what it's called. It's just, another series. This one, though, is going to hopefully be a bit different. What I've done is, I've installed a mod. Two mods, in fact. The first mod that I'm going to talk about is the Extra World, I don't know the name. I'll put down the link in the description, but essentially what it is it gives you more options. Like you can make a cave world, which essentially all it is you spawn in a absolutely massive cave system. You've got this one, which is Skylands. You've got all these. You've got a whole lot of different options. You can even create a world which is just full of melons. So that's this mod, and I decided to go with Skylands because I thought it'd be really interesting to build on and provide its own little challenges. The other mod I've got is, some of you may be familiar with it, it's the Better Than Wolves mod, and essentially what that was, the guy who made it was like, well, wolves are pretty useless, so what he did was he created a mod called Better Than Wolves for all the things that he thought should be included instead of wolves. And essentially it gives you heaps of things like windmills, water wheels, you can make machinery out of that as well. It also adds hemp. Oh god. Adds hemp and things like that, which you can use to create string. You can mill, so like bread down into flour. It's a really, really crazy mod, actually, which is one of the best ones I've seen. Actually, this is the first time I have used mods before. It took me a while to actually install it, because I've never done it before. But I worked it out, and I'm so keen to get going. This is actually the second time I've started recording this, because I started recording it and then died. And then realised that the spawn point, I was actually a fair way away from the spawn point, couldn't find it, gave up. Started again, I think this is going to be better. I like this location a bit better as well, which is good. And one thing I didn't do last time was pull my finger out and actually make something before dark. I just went off dying. It was a bit useless. One thing I'm really interested to know about this world, two things, the nether. I want to know if the nether's like this. If the nether is like this, that'd be so cool. The other thing is how rare diamonds and gold and those things are. You know, the ores and stuff, which end up normally, 6 levels above ground level or whatever it is. I want to know how common they are, because obviously that doesn't, you don't go all the way down to bedrock in this. Just doesn't work like that. So I'm really interested to see what's going on. So what I'm going to do is do, your basic kind of beginning out stuff. Your workbench. Then you create some sticks. You lay down your workbench. You create some stuff. Get some stuff, and suppose I'll be needing to build a house soon. I've got different coloured wood now, which is a bit of a pain. But now I saw coal. Actually, I saw lots of coal. Actually, what I found when I was doing it before is there's actually a lot of minerals. There's either just the normal amount of minerals and they're easier to find, or there's more minerals. Either way, there was a lot, and it was really quite good. You just, because of the way this world's generated, it's so easy to just find iron on the surface. You just go for a bit of an explore. Now, another mod that I might be installing later, I don't know, and don't be surprised if I don't install it, but it's a mod which will allow me to get around a bit easier from island to island. I don't know what that'll be. It might be a plain mod, or something like that, which means that I can actually get from island A to island B without having to build a massive bridge. But to begin with, this is going to present a lot of its own challenges, having having to get around and try and find stuff. What I've found is that an island in itself would generally be a biome. Like, you won't find I've found a couple of, like maybe a snow, I don't know what you call them, a snow biome, and a jungle biome. But one of the most common one I've found is a jungle biome. The thing I really love about them on this particular well, I don't know if it's the world or just generally, is that they're not so dense. You don't have these super dense rainforests. It's just, you know, quite not sparse, but because of the way the terrain's generated, it can't be really intense forest, which I really like, because that's one of the things I do dislike about the jungle biomes, is how close and condensed they are. It's really quite annoying. Wait, lag. Now this episode, probably what I'm going to do is just build myself a little home. There we go. Just iron out of nowhere. It's really good. I'll leave that in here for now. Right. So I'm going to go out and get my workbench and chuck it inside. Now for those of you who are wondering, this texture pack looks amazing. I don't know if you're wondering that, but I definitely think that on many occasions. It's an amazing texture pack. And essentially it is called you're probably familiar with it actually, it's quite popular now, the Sphax texture pack. And it's really nice. It, oh, apple. It is an HD texture pack, which means that you do have to get the patcher for Minecraft. And that does cause, well, it doesn't cause problems, you just have to work out the order in which you have to install it in terms of mods, because I found that tends to get rid of all my other mods, which was a bit of a pain. I ended up like redoing Minecraft.jar so many times. But, oh well. Shit happens. Alright, I don't want to be dying again with all my stuff, so I'm actually just going to store. I'll keep that apple on me because I probably want to use it in a second, but coal. Hey, eat the apple. Sweet, full. And yeah, let's chuck that down, and I am going to make a pickaxe to get this, and I'll smelt it down into something more useful, such as an iron ingot. Now essentially this mod, it's the Better Than Wolves mod I'm talking about is amazing. Like, it adds a lot of recipes, and everything that he adds to it is actually really logical. Well, some of them aren't. Some of the recipes are a bit illogical, but that's okay. It's actually quite a well put together mod, and it adds just a ridiculous amount of stuff. If you look on their the Minecraft forum page, they just have, you know, so many recipes that they've put up there, and it's really complex. And the really cool thing about it is you can actually automate some things. So, for instance, you can actually get more bread if you use the Better Than Wolves mod, as in like more bread per wheat, because normally it's 3 to 1, but I think it's possibly 1 to 1 on the Better Than Wolves mod, because what you actually do is you mill it down into flour, and then from there you can actually sweet seeds. From there you just make that into bread, and I think it's 3 to 1. But either way, it's really nifty. Sorry, I got the hiccups. What's that? Hemp seeds, right. So essentially, to get hemp seeds, which I'm actually really glad I found it because I forgot about them, is you just got to go around hitting these, and you get, you know, some normal seeds, and then hemp seeds are actually quite rare. In this mod, it actually changes it so you can do it the old way, because the old way was they didn't have these weird grassy things. You actually tilled the soil, and you got them out of there. So I think that's another way to get hemp. You know what, I hate flowers. You know what's going to be really good about this world? It's getting, well, flowers themselves aren't that bad, but they're just annoying when you accidentally hit them and then pick them up. So, bye-bye! Haha. It's going to be so easy to get rid of stuff here. I don't have to find lava or dig a hole and wait for it to despawn or whatever you call it. Right then. Okay, so what I've decided we're going to do is build a bit of a farm just as it gets dark. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Build a farm, because why not? And hemp seeds. Here's one of the better than wolves recipes. Not the, it's not that great. But essentially what that is a filter. So you can, wow, that felt weird. What the filter does is you can filter stackable and non-stackable items. So if you are mining or something, or no, it works with mob loots actually. It doesn't work so much anymore because food is now stackable. Before, oh, I got a Facebook message. Before, what you could do was, if you wanted bones to go in one chest and food to go in another, the non-stackable items, which at the time was food, would go into one chest, and the stackable items, which is the bone and the arrows and things like that, would go into another one. And it was really, really, really cool. Really smart idea. But yeah, so it's going to make a small kind of farm to begin with, because hemp seeds do take a long time to grow, which means that I need to start them off as quickly as I can. The reason they take longer is because they're actually one block bigger. And oh, you know what I'm going to be needing? I'm going to be needing a bit of water. So well, let's chuck the hemp down there. Now, the other thing that is added in this mod actually is a light. Now, what's interesting is that the hemp will only grow under natural or this artificial light. It won't grow, like if I decided to grow it in here, I'd have to install the lights in the roof, otherwise they wouldn't actually grow, which I find quite funny actually. But, oh well. Right, that should just about be enough to finish off this farm, and then I think we'll finish the episode there. It's actually quite fun. I'm very keen to get into this mod. Only one actually. So keen to get into this mod. It's going to be heaps of fun. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe and comment. All that kind of stuff that you're meant to do when you watch YouTube videos. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.